Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Xeno, the personification of a cry for help, and we are back with more Dawn Chorus late routes. Now, in the last video, it was less about Lake and more about Jordan, and what Jordan has been going through in regards of his transition. And I got a bit too real in that last video for a whole second, but yeah, Jordan's probably like one of my top 4 favorite characters in this so far. And we didn't actually get much about Late. It's just that, I guess, judging from what we've known so far, he was up the whole night. And that's why he's been so tired all day. A lot of things was keeping him up at night. Probably still pondering his own existentialism and his mortality. Like, wait a second. I thought we were gonna get more development on Late because it is his route, but the same reason also rumors with Jordan, it made sense that we get Jordan's development as well, which I can't wait for Jordan's route as well. You know what? I've been talking for too long. Let's continue onward, shall we? So last we left off on, after the whole situation involving Jordan and his parents, Late invited Torolf to help us plan a little get-together. You know what? But listen. I remember when you guys wrote down in the comments that just wait till I get the Torolf's route because it gets pretty spicy. You really think I don't fucking know that? Upon first meeting him, he's already hitting on us. Like, what wouldn't you expect to happen in his route? We would be fucking day 1. That's what will happen. Because he's a little whore. Anyway, let's continue. Sure, European capital cities are nice to visit, but they have nothing on Bangkok. Apart from London, maybe. London is wild. I wish I've seen a third of the places you've visited. How about you, Arvo? Where have you been? Torolf turned out to be a talkative tiger, and he dominated the conversation easily. Though Late tries to skew the balance to include me, too. Myself, I'm content with just listening, as Torolf's stories are quite interesting, but it's nice to be able to have some input, too. I didn't travel much. My parents were fans. And I didn't have many occasions to go alone or with friends either. Let's see. I was in Sweden a few times, and I've seen Norway, of course. Oh, and I was in Sicily once. That was so nice. The southern sun warming up my fur, the coast meandering and rocky, the sea eating into the land. All the cannoli, cassata, arancini. I started salivating just thinking of it. I'd be happy to go again. Maybe in spring, when it won't be that hot and it will be less crowded. Oh, going to dinner would be awesome! Trips with friends are the best. Imagine if the 3 of us could go together. Maybe during the winter break. It's not that long from now. I wish I had the money for it. Besides, I'll likely go home for the break. But for now, I can let Late dream. And I won't lie, it's an enticing perspective. Maybe someday once I find a job. I let these two chat and immerse myself in visions of the warm Sicily with its mountainous landscape and Mediterranean sun. Late bumps against my shoulder unintentionally. The 3 of us are full and happy, but also sleepy, the food coma slowly setting in. What to do now? We have the rest of the day for ourselves. I think Late mentioned something about a gathering before supper. Hey, Late. You wanted to organize something in the common room, right? Oh yeah, I'd give us a couple minutes to rest and get to it. Torolf, you coming too? I'll meet you in a while. Drop me a message when you'll be going to the common room, okay? Good. As much as I like him, it would be nice to spend some time with Late only. Sure! Torolf gives us a wave before walking away to his room. You want to stick around, Arvo? Yeah, maybe I could help with something. Home sweet home. Late slips his shirt off his shoulders and tosses it onto the back of a chair. Do you want some of the drink, or anything else? Thanks, I'm fine. I mean, we just had dinner. We both ate so much, I'm surprised we can even walk. Okay, I don't think I'll get to send out messages right away. Who are you inviting, by the way? Well, our friends. And if they bring someone with them, that's even better. So, who? At least everyone from our breakfast table. I like them all a lot. That's nice to hear. Jorgen, I didn't notice he was here already. I thought you forgot about us already. How would I? I skipped Coach Devin, though. It would be weird having him there. I still think it's weird Rune is hanging out with him. Do you think they're like, you know, is there something between them? They don't have to fuck. They don't have to fuck to be friends. Besides, isn't Coach Devin his coach? As far as I know, no. Not that it matters much, though. It's just weird having a teacher sit with us. I suppose, but he seems fine. He doesn't talk much and doesn't seem to judge us either. Great. I'll send everyone messages in a minute. Lex sits down on his bed with a sigh. How do you say that? That was really a lot of Kelly Carolites. And it was a terrifying sight. Seeing them disappear one by one inside Lake. Lake lies down, kicking his shoes with his paws. Now that I think of it, every time I see him making food back to the dormitory, it had always been a mountain of spaghetti or a whole mixing bowl of bibimbap. I have no idea how to pronounce that. I've always assumed that he was cooking for 2 or 3 days ahead, but maybe not. How is he staying so slim, though? Want something to drink? Thanks, I'm fine. Have some coffee for dinner. I'll make Lake some coffee for when he wakes up. If you decide you want some too, just ask. Wakes up? I look at Lake's bed and indeed, he's lying still on his side, his eyes closed. His face looks peaceful and almost childlike like that, as if the sleep lifted any worries from him. Happens to him often, especially during lectures. Jorgen puts on some water in the kettle, and I sit down on the mattress on the floor beside Lake, grabbing my phone. Nothing really happened inside my own bubble in the virtual world. No messages, no mail, no breaking news. I browsed Chirper for a while, having the water boiling in the kettle as my soundtrack, before I get bored of it and put my phone back in my pocket. The delicious smell of coffee fills the room shortly after. Now I'm starting to regret not asking for a cup. Is that your own coffee? Smells delicious. Yes, I got it from an anarchist cafe in Onslow that imports the beats from Zapatistas. It's the smell of social justice. Whenever I hear coffee beans, I feel uneasy. There's something inappropriate in the fact that coffee is made from beans. But something else in Jorgen's statement caught my attention. Zapatistas. It's a self-governing movement within Mexico, founded on the ideas of equality and liberty. I'd recommend reading some articles. They will for sure explain the background better than I can. Jorgen takes a sip from his own cup, the liquid inside pitch black with only a minuscule amount of foaming. And they make bloody good coffee. So, you want some as well? I nod. I knew you would, so I made more ahead. Jorgen pours half of the coffee remaining in the coffee pot into a clean cup and passes it to me. Careful, it's hot. Oh, I know. I grab the side of the cup and hiss from the immediate burn sensation, swiftly put it on the table, but not without spilling some on my fingers, further burning them. I meant the cup. They heat up quickly. My bad, thanks. Keeping the cup on the table, I take a small tasting sip. It really is good. As good as it smelled. Dark roasted, bitter, but not too much. I can even taste some fruits in there. Oh, wow. Right? If you only ever had supermarket quality coffee, this right here is a revelation. I like coffee, but I haven't had any experience with the fancier stuff. I was and am just a jobless student after all. We drink our coffees in silence, punctuated only by Lake's gentle snoring. My thoughts meander back to today's morning in the stars below Jorgen's chest, hidden under his clothes. Many questions come to my head, but I'm not sure if it's okay to ask them, so I remain silent. I wouldn't want to invade his privacy, and judging by the situation with his parents earlier today, it's a delicate topic. While we're slowly finishing coffee, the snoring gradually fades, and when I glance at Lake, I see him looking at us with sleepy eyes. That smells nice. There's some for you too. Aw, you're so nice to me. Lake gets up from the bed and joins us at the table, summoned by the power of the black liquid. Jordan passes him the remaining cup and Late takes a taste and sip, followed by a discontent rumble. Do you have some milk for that? To murder such fine coffee with milk. What's next, sugar? Yes, please. Jordan stands up and walks away to fetch milk and sugar for Late, murmuring some impressive curses under his breath. Barely warm already. How long was I out? Half an hour at most. Not that bad for you. Remember how you slept through the whole classical physics test and had to return an empty page? It's not my fault my roommate doesn't let me sleep at night. Living in a dorm is a never-ending struggle. Anyway, I'll finish the copy quickly and send out messages. It would be nice to start with something soon. Judging by the style, it's almost sunset already. Late sips on the coffee, holding the phone in the other paw. Send the copy text message over and over to several numbers and chats. Okay, all messages sent. Can you help me with moving things to the common room? Things like... Like the crate of beer I brought with me. Count me out. I don't drink anyway. At all? At all. I'm sure he has his reasons, but as he didn't mention them himself, it seems rude to me to ask. I can help. Doesn't sound like too much. Thanks! Hey, Jordan! Whew! Why are you sighing? You made Arvo carry everything for you and didn't even lift a finger. Hey, I need a free pause in case someone will reply, and they did! Travis said he'll be here soon, and he'll try bringing Bjorn too. You can put the crate anywhere, Arvo. Thanks! No problem. My back. I had no idea beer could weigh this much. I put the crate down beside the table with the record player and leaned against the wall. You're supposed to live from your core, Arvo! So, what do we do now? Waiting for the rest, I guess. And we can play some music in the meantime. Any ideas? Something lively and inviting would be nice. We don't want to scare people off. I walked up to the record player near the wall and glanced at the not very extensive, but well cared for collection of vinyls, looking for something fitting. This looks cheerful. I grabbed a vinyl with a cool looking dude on the cover. Hot Skip and the Chew Toys, inscribed at the top. Hey, shout out! Do you know this one? No, haven't heard of it. Let's try. This will do. Hello, what are you listening to? Miko, wearing his usual jacket, steps inside the room and approaches us. I grin with a nod and he responds with the same. Something I found here. I haven't heard of the band before, but the album cover looks promising. And hey, how you doing? I'm fine, thanks. Miko, hey there, I'm glad you're here. You're the first one to arrive even. First, but there's 3 of you here already. Yeah, but we're sort of all organizing it. Not me. I wouldn't say so about me either, I just helped you with the beer. So anyway, what are we going to do? Playing a board game would be nice, but I don't have any. I was sure that the guest house would have some, but instead they have an oddly hip selection of vinyls? Maybe the owner is a fan. Miko, did you bring anybody any chance? No, sadly. I wanted to, but my bags were full. Let's sit down first and then we can think. The 4 of us sit down around the table. I sit down on the couch and Late joins me, while Miko and Jordan each take a chair. This room is so nice. I wish we had something like this back at our dorm. I think most students just meet in their rooms or go to the bar further down the road. By the way, if we don't have any board games, how about some party games, if we don't have anything better to do? Party games like what? Something like Spin the Bottle? This feels very much like the occasion for Spin the Bottle. Spin the Bottle? Sounds dear to me. What a great idea! Spin the bottle? Torolf. He's standing at the entrance, leaning on the doorframe and looking at us. Mito smiles at Torolf, but it's a smile I know too well. I can easily tell that he's uncomfortable seeing the tiger. Torolf, good to see you! I told you I'd come, so here I am. So, what do you think? Want to play Spin the Bottle? Sounds good. It provides some opportunities. How about some beer to make the game even more fun? Sure thing, thanks. Oh, and I brought something stronger for later. What kind of beer do you have there, Lake? Just some Pilsner they had in the store, and it's alright. A bottle for a good start could be nice. I remember Mito's disdain for alcohol. I wonder if he started drinking since then. Anyone else? I'm fine. You know I don't drink. I brought some lemonade with me. How about you, Arvo? You know what, let's do this option. We did this one, though. I already feel lightheaded. I don't need alcohol to make me even more woozy and incoherent. Thanks, but I'm good. Do you have a soft drink or soda, maybe? I do, actually. So 2 beers and 1 soda coming right up. It's him. Yeah, I remember this all too well. Yeah. I think listen, we all know this game has spin the ball too well. I'm skipping some dialogue we've already seen before, but here's the thing. It's different now because there's no rune in this. He's not here right now. So, I'm curious as to how this game of spin ball is going to go. How is this going to transition into Never Have I Ever? Let's continue. Okay, everyone ready? About the rules. No talking back, no altering the questions or dares after they're asked, and anything goes. Sounds fine? Oh, fine. How are we going to decide who goes first? We could use an app or roll a die. Does anyone here have a die? Can I go first? That would solve the problem. Oh, sure, go ahead. Travis made some space in the middle of the table and takes the ball from Lake. He spins it enthusiastically, so that it almost falls off the table. Oh, Miko, looks like you're first. Truth or dare? Let's go with truth. What's on your favorite mug? A dolphin. I bought it for myself when I started studying marine biology, to remember why I started. And why did you start? Okay, we've seen this dialogue before. Oh yes, I remember this scene. Okay, so this is gonna be a new dialogue. The ball spins and stops on Arvo. Me. I'll go up loudly, feeling strangely vulnerable under 12's gaze. Question, please. And I await my sentence. How many partners have you had? Oh, this isn't that bad because the answer is simple. Well, 0. I haven't had any luck yet. I start to understand my sexuality rather late. Before moving out, I haven't really found the courage to try to find someone else to explore with them further. Oh. 12 seems almost taken aback, as if I just completely shattered his image of me. It's not that weird, is it? Nothing wrong with being a late bloomer. Now it's my turn. The ball spins around a few times and stops squarely on Lake. Oh, maybe a question for me? Sure, just let me think of something. Which one should I ask? Wait, do we dare do this one? Content! 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 The very notion of it seems absurd, but I've seen some artwork revolving around the idea, and I'm curious if it's something that anyone actually does. Let's see. I think I already know the answer. Does drinking count? No. And yes, anyway. But I'd rather not talk about that here. Damn. Mental note, grill late about this later. Now Lake grabs this ball and spins it. The ball spins around a few times and stops on me. Ha! Payback time! Truth or dare? Dare me to do something, bitch. Dare me, bitch. Promise me to treat me to a visit to a cafe when we're back. That's it? Wait, that's it? Is that even allowed? I look at Jorgen, seeking some help, but he only nods gravely. It's not something I wouldn't want to do. It's just a weird way of getting to it. It's Lake asking me to ask him out? Okay, I think, but I'm choosing the place. Deal! Now it's my turn. I grab the ball and spin it, and it stops on Jorgen. My mind flashes back to the surgery scars on his chest, but that's not something I can ask about here, publicly. Even though I'm curious about his experiences, I better ask about something unrelated. Truth or dare? Dare, please. Your friend mentioned you played with a band. I'm curious about how you sound. Do you have a video uploaded somewhere? You could have just asked. I'd be happy to show you. Jordan takes a phone from his pocket and taps at the screen with dexterity, browsing for the video for just a few seconds. Then he turns the phone screen towards us and taps play. Hell yeah! Hell yeah, Jordan! Fuck yeah! A wall of noise backs banshee wailing, punctuated by a drum machine's mechanical clatter, worthy of a demonic ritual, assaults us. It seems to be coming from a bat-shaped cultist / sinker standing at the front of the scene, clad in dark robes, a microphone in paw. That has to be Jordan. That's something. Something extraordinary, really. I don't think I've heard anything like this ever before in my life. It's abrasive, but mesmerizing. The kind of music that pounds you into submission and engulfs you if you let it. Can you send me the link? It's a local file. We're yet to upload any of our concerts online. Besides, it's only a short clip. But I could give you a heads up if we get to play again somewhere near. It's time for Jordan to spin the bottle, which stops on... Oh, Lake. Truth or dare? Give me a dare too! What to ask you? Oh, I know. Show us the last picture in your gallery. Jordan! Can I show it only to you? No, that won't do. I already said show us. I can't take it back. Oh my, Jordan is ruthless. I better not get on his bad side ever. Oh yeah. We know what he did. He was smart for that. Yeah, technicality. He did something on technicality. Okay. Now Lit reaches for the bottle and spins it, almost sending it off the table. It stops before it reaches the edge, though, its top pointing at me. Again. Arvo! What this time? Truth or dare? Content! 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 Let's see. What will the white-maned devil come up with this time? Oh, I know! Send a message to your crush if you have one. Oh! Whoa! And it doesn't matter what I write? No, not really. Still, it doesn't solve the problem that I don't know who I could send the message to. Do I have a crush on someone? I glance idly around the room, thinking until my eyes stop on the lion. My heart flutters ever so slightly. I haven't even thought about this before, but he's nice and cheerful and undeniably cute. This whole camp, knowingly or not, I saw his company. Do I have a crush on Lake? I look inwards, but can I be even sure what it is I'm feeling? Maybe it's curiosity after Lake basically made me invite him out. His expected smile is making me melt. In any case, I think I feel something towards this lion. A wave of cold sweat wets my back as I take out my phone and tap a simple hi in my conversation with Lake. Ooh, this is gonna be. Ooh. I like how Trevor's just staring at us like he better not be a fucking homo. I hope that he keeps his phone muted, otherwise I'm going to burn from embarrassment. In the near absolute silence, only a faint buzz can be heard! This game is so good. I love this. I love this visual novel so much. I love it. I love it, y'all. I love it. I love it. Travis, Torf, and Jordan perk up their ears, trying to locate the sound to no avail. Lake, however, blushes deeply with eyes glued to the ground. Did you hear it? I close my eyes and wish that none of them noticed Lake's obvious embarrassment, but instead I hear a weird clicking sound. And when I open my eyes, it's still dark. Saved by the power outage! It's dark in the room, save for the warm glow of the fireplace. Huh? What's happening? We've lost power. It should come back shortly. Outages last below half an hour usually. Half an hour? That's cool. Oh, I love power outages. Oh, what? Why? Who likes power outages? Just look around. Look how out of spirit it's here now. We could have just turned off the light, you know. It's not the same. No, even if we wanted to, we can't turn it back on. The difference seems to be subtle, but I think I understand what he means. This is like a communal experience. Something exciting, an extraordinary event. When was the last time you didn't have power? I don't even remember. You're right, it has its charm. But it's also kind of spooky in a good way. Oh, maybe there's something supernatural at play here. You know, power doesn't just go out without a reason. How would that work? I don't know, that's what supernatural means. It's inexplicable. Oh, maybe there's a killer on the loose, and you cut out the power so it would be easier to murder us. How would turning the power help them? It only alerted us. Hey, stop ruining my fun. Oh, I know what we should do. How about we tell some scary stories? Shouldn't we first go and see what's going on? We know what's going on. We lost power. So, if nobody knows any, I remember one. It's from this area, too. What do you say? Sounds good. Go ahead. I'm curious about the story. Spooky stories time! And we already know the story. A loud thud shakes the whole room. It looks like Lake fell back from the chair he was in. Fucking hell, Lake, are you okay? I run up to Lake, who's sitting on the floor behind the chair, looking at me with a terrified gaze. Arvo, what the hell? I was just improvising this. Lake springs upright, terror clear in his wandering eyes. Hey, calm down. That was definitely not a monster. So when do monsters wear clothes? I don't know, but I don't like this, Arvo. The rest are up too to see what's up with Lake's son about a panic. Have you seen it too? What? Everyone, to my room now. Lake storms out the room, pulling me after him. Others possibles follow, accompanied by agitated whispers, until we all make it upstairs to Lake's room. It all happens so fast I don't even have the time to question it, trying to keep up with Lake's pace, especially with Lake's paw holding mine firmly. In the darkness, I hear several doors opening, other students peeking out into the darkness, but Lake opens the door to his room hurriedly to let us all in. Come on, what are you waiting for? A padded paw presses against my back and decisively pushes me inside. I walk further into the room and sit down on the bed to make space for the rest. All in? What kind of situation did we just find ourselves in? Looks like it. There was no one left in the corridor. Though, why exactly are we here? We're hiding, of course. Hiding? There was someone behind the window! Miko doesn't seem convinced. Likely the guest house's technician. We lost power. Maybe someone needs to come and fix it? He was standing behind the window, looking at us with no tools in his paws. I think I'm with Jordan on this one, sorry. Lake walks up to the window, discreetly peeking out. I can't see anyone outside now. What if they cut off the lights so they can murder us? What? How would that even help? If anything, they alarmed us all, and they didn't cut off the signal. Right? I checked my phone and I still have reception, although they're very weak. I sit down on a bed, considering our situation. I don't know how to feel about it myself. I'm calm. Nothing extraordinary happened after all. Blackouts happen, and why would someone standing outside the guest house terrify us? Lake spooked us up with his own story, that's all. Lake, do you really think we're in danger? Well, likely not. But this is way more fun if we assume we are. He is weird. Not in a bad way, just plain eccentric. But I guess I could play along. There's no harm in that, and it might indeed be fun. Can we light up the room a bit? I can barely see anything. Well, we don't have power, that's the whole problem. Yeah, but like a torch maybe? We do have torches in our phone, right? Are you crazy? They will see that we're here! Guys, who exactly? We don't know, and that's the issue! Guys! What? I think I can hear something outside. Paw steps, slow and deliberate. Someone walked up the stairs. The wooden steps creaked ominously, one by one, like someone groaning in discomfort. Everyone inside the room freezes, listening. The steps stop right outside our door. The silence stretches out, each moment unbearable. Late's paw finds my arms and he holds onto me, clutching at my sweater. We stare at the door intensely, as if we could see who's on the other side if we focus enough. Finally, the steps picked up again, and we collectively exhale with relief. That was close. Late collapses onto the bed and leans against me, releasing my arm from his death grip. I put the lion's head gently, trying to calm him down and thinking of what we could do now. Foremost, it's terribly dark in here. I can barely see the rest. Mito is sitting on the other bed, looking rather disinterested. Jordan is hard with Travis and... Wait, where's Torolf? Where's Torolf? I didn't see him come upstairs with us. What happened to him? Late, please don't crush my arm. We need to go find him. What? Why? I'm sure he's fine. At least send him a message first and see if he responds. I will, but I feel bad about leaving him. I'm going out. Who's going with me? We all are, I think. Maybe we'll find out what's happening while we're at it. I nod in agreement, only to remember that Jordan likely cannot even see me. Yeah, if anything, we shouldn't split up. You know how it always ends up in horror films. Are we in one? If we are, then it's certainly a low-budget one. I only hope it's not a slasher. Lake opens the door carefully and listens. I think it's all clear. Anyone going? I don't want to go first. The lion hasn't stopped holding on to me since we decided to leave the room. Now, after spinning the bottle and the questions I got from Lake, our closeness takes on an additional layer of meaning, and I can't help but blush under my fur, feeling the lion's heat. I can go first, unless someone else wants that honor. Silence is enough of a reply. Can I at least turn on the torch now? I guess we're more vulnerable if we can't see anything. Lade, you're so dumb. I love you. I walk down to the corridor. Lake finally let go of my arm and take out my phone. But as I slam my paw into my pocket, something collides with me, pushing me backwards into Lake. What the? Shoot, sorry. So this is Klaus. Arvo, hello. The light comes back as suddenly as it went away, revealing the black cat standing in the corridor in front of us. Do I know you, and how do you know my name? I hope the black cat didn't bother you too much. That was unplanned. The cat ignored my question completely. Now if you excuse me, I'll need to go replace this. He shakes his paw, in which he's holding a blue box with some knobs and lights. Not like something I expect to see in Mito's room. Some kind of an audio effect? But what would you need that for? Before I could protest, the cat maneuvers past me and walks down the stairs. Or maybe I should say glides, with how quiet he is and smooth his moves are. Do you guys know him? I do. He sat at our table during lunch yesterday. His name is Klaus, I think, but I don't know much apart from that. That was... worrying? Was it? I wanted to say weird. That too. Anyway, we still have Toro to find. For what? Toro, where the hell you been? I stayed in the common room. Shortly after you left, Coach came to the guest house and told everyone he found to move to the cafeteria, where he was sitting with the staff, but he didn't notice me in the chair. So I stayed there and chilled with a book in the fireplace. You were right, it was quite atmospheric. Though it looks like they already fixed it. You just stayed downstairs and chilled? And I was so worried about you. Couldn't you answer my message at least? I didn't see any. I had an ebook reader opened. But it's good that the light is back. We can go back and finish the game. I don't think I want to still play. I think I need some rest before supper. Well, see you there then. And Torolf leaves us standing in the corridor. Meanwhile, the rest stand around awkwardly. So, I think I'll go back to my room. Some rest after this would be nice indeed. I'll be going too, but it was nice to hang out. Thank you. Wow, it's been fun. Thank you, guys. Travis gives Lake a friendly pat on the back before leaving. And finally, it's just the two of us alone. Again. Suddenly, Late rests his whole weight on me, deflating. Arvo? Yes? That was a lot. Quite a lot, yeah. It's been a busy day in general. His weight on me doesn't diminish. Instead, Late leans on me even more. His snout rests against my shoulder. Do you want some rest? Mm-hmm. A muffled sound and a nod. Wet nose rubbing against the fabric of my t-shirt. Let's go back to your room then. I won't have to carry you, I hope. Could I even? Likely not. My bet is that Late weighs the same as me, being a tad taller, but also slimmer. Well... Late straightens up, rubbing the back of his head. I thought about going to the sauna. I haven't been there today yet. A sauna? The burning coals, the smell of wood, the burning heat penetrating the fur and licking at the skin underneath. Late, that's a fantastic idea. Is it? Yeah, I haven't been to the sauna today either. After all this, we definitely deserve a session. Everything that happened today, Jordan's problems, the lectures, now the blackout and Late panicking. A great fatigue starts weighing on me. Great! Do you need anything from your room, or can we go there now? I won't take the shampoo with me. It's so late that I might as well shower already. Good idea. I think I'll do the same. So, see you there in 3 minutes? Sounds good. Sauna. Really a great idea. Hi, Jordan! The smell of wood and heat is the first thing that hits me when I enter a sauna. The heat itself comes after a while, after it penetrates through my dense fur. But that first inhale, burning my lungs and invigorating me, is the nicest. It immediately puts my mind at ease. Late enters after me and closes the door. We're lucky. With supper around to be served, there's no one else here anymore. Oh, nice! We've got the whole sauna for ourselves! Nice indeed. Usually we weren't taught in the sauna. It's not a place for frivolities. But if we're here alone, then who cares? Middle bench? I'd go for the top one, but we can start there. I climb up one bench on the right and sit on the middle one, draping my towel over it first, and Late follows. We both lean back, letting the heat engulf us, and breathe out deeply. To the limit of our lungs, exhaling the fatigue. Silence follows, both of us content with surrendering to this amount of tranquility. The time stops inside the sauna. My thoughts slow down to a halt. The burning furnace casts deep shadows across the room, otherwise unlit. Look, the moon! Indeed, high up in the sky, the pale face of the moon glows like a distant reflector. The panoramic window here is so neat, unlike anything I've seen in the saunas I've been in my whole life. It makes the sauna feel like an extension of the outside, bridging it with the inside. It's too late for any spectacular views, but the closeness of the sky outside still puts me in awe. It's so nice being here, in the warm inside, and having the frozen landscape laid bare before us. We're nearing full moon, right? Let's light it. Why, are you a were-owl? You wish. What? No. Lake looks away, white mane hiding his face away from me. My heart flutters gently once again. He's so cute like that. So, Lake. Hell, how do I start this? Yeah? When Lake asked me to invite him out, he has to like guys too, right? It's just a hunch, but if he does, then maybe. If I never asked him, I couldn't forgive myself. And I don't think I'll ever have a better occasion. Are you possibly into guys? Oh! He has to be, come on. I was a bit too obvious during Spin the Bottle, wasn't I? Well, it was fairly obvious, yeah. Now, why do you ask? The tips on my ears feel really hot right now. And not only because of the sauna. Well, I like Mills too. Oh, I kinda thought you might, so I hoped you wouldn't get mad at me for these questions. Sorry if I was too forward. No, it's fine. It's just... talking about it still feels a little awkward. Maybe I need some time to get used to it. So, you're still in the closet? For the most part, yes. A few people know, but I wouldn't say I'm open with it, and I haven't told my parents. I quite dread telling them, actually. I don't think you should, though. Once you do it, at least you don't have to pretend to be something you're not anymore. It might be hard to do, but once it's over, that's a weight off your chest. I'm not even sure what I'm afraid of. I'm sure they react positively, but still, I'm afraid I'd let them down somehow. It's the worst feeling in the world, isn't it? Letting someone down. Let alone your parents. Things will be good, I'm sure of it. How about your parents? Do they know? Well, I haven't told them. But I'm sure they'd be happy. How do you know? Because I'm happy. And that's what should be important, right? I guess. I looked out the window at the black sky. I wish I could be more like Lake. Braver. True to myself. If he's been out of the closet for a while already, there's something I wonder about. Have you ever... Yeah, with Toroth. We know this. With Toroth. We know this. Ever what? Ever done stuff with another guy? Yeah, Toroth. Well, yeah, not only once. It's nice. I'd recommend it. It's not like I haven't tried. After moving to Onslow, I made myself a profile on a dating app, but mostly just encountered straight up creeps there. I tried my luck on one dating app, but the people there creeped me out. I felt uncomfortable just having the app downloaded, so I uninstalled it after a week. Well, that wouldn't be a good first time anyway, trust me. And I'm not a fan of these either. You can meet some decent people eventually though, so I wouldn't say it's not worth the hassle. But I don't think it works for me, no. And it's not like you're missing a lot. All that stuff is overrated, you know. The nicest part is falling asleep cuddling into someone anyway. I bet. It would be nice to try that someday. I leaned back, the heat slowly getting to me. My heart is already racing in my chest. I don't think I can stay here for much longer. What do I want for Lake? We're friends, but now I really think I might have a crush on him. How do these things work? I don't want to ruin our friendship through this. He's important to me now, even if we weren't really close before the trip. But I don't want to repeat the situation with Miko. I can't. I should be open about this. Was I right? Was I right? Was I fucking right or what? Was I fucking right or what? Besides, wasn't it Lake who started flirting with me? Okay, that's enough for me. I need to cool down. Already? Yeah, besides, supper should be served soon. Late smells at the mention of food and dip as well. Good call. I'm dying from hunger already. What about the 5-calorie eats you had like a few hours ago? Seriously, how does your metabolism work? In mysterious ways. I think you get hungry after stressful situations, though. And the sauna works wonders on the appetite, too. Later I was walking down the benches, but later from the heat and exhaustion, I did a bold idea. Lake? Before we go, can I ask you something? You dared me to invite you to a cafe. So, is it a date? Maybe. If you want it to be. Late turns around and leaves the sauna. Cold. A torrent of cold water pours onto my head and down my body. The body's first reaction is to move away, but I keep motionless. Other than gasping from the adrenaline rush that hits me. My blood flows harshly, roaring in my ears. I feel alive. The water is almost freezing! Late jumps around the stream of water, submerging himself for just a second before jumping away with a high-pitched yelp. I'd poke fun of him if I weren't shivering from the cold myself, gasping and unable to say anything. We're skipping the snow about this time, right? Yeah, I'm good. Okay, enough cooling down for me. Late turns on warm water and starts washing himself, rubbing shampoo into his clump of fur. I wait for my heart rate to go back to normal before doing the same. I glance at Lake. His slim body, its outline now visible clearly beneath the wet fur. His snout, strands of milky white mane clinging to it. He bites his lips and stares at his lower paws intensely, as if he wanted to say something but didn't know how. The silence between us drags on. I remember something suddenly. That I was in Lake's dream today. Lake? Yeah? What was I doing in your dream? The dream? The one that woke you up. Yeah. You said that we were exploring a town or something like this. Yeah, that was most of the dream. We were on vacation together, but it was also like an expedition. That sounds nice. And the best part is, we can actually do that tomorrow. Why did it wake you up, though? Well, in the dream, I found a cafe in that city and we went in, and they had so many delicious-looking things. I stood there and couldn't choose, and you got so frustrated with me that you yelled at me and left. Oh. Though the water running down my body is lukewarm, a shiver moves down my spine. I just left you there? Yeah, and when I ran after you, I couldn't find you anymore. Lake. My instinct is to cuddle him, but I'm also aware that we're both naked, standing in showers. You know I'd never do that, right? We can go to a cafe tomorrow together, and you can pick your cake for as long as you like. Within reasonable limits, I prefer to get back to the bus on time. I suppose I don't control my dreams. I just really wouldn't want to let you down, or be a burden in any way. You're not late. Why would you ever think that? I don't know, I'm just afraid that's how it is. He takes a shy step forward and away from the water stream. Fears aren't rational. I suppose everyone feels the same sometimes, me included. If you prefer me to, I can leave you alone. I know I depend on you a lot today, and I know I can be tiresome. I extend my open paw towards Lake, palm up, like a suspended bridge. I don't want you to go anywhere. Lake glances into the locker room. There's no one else here. Lake's paw connects with mine. His paw pads are soft, softer than mine, pleasant to touch. Can I? Yes, just Arvo. I don't want you to be mad at me. I'm kind of seeing someone. It's not like it changes anything right now, I just thought that you might want to know. There was not anything serious either, I guess. Well, I had a feeling that was the case. It's Torolf, right? Yep, that's right. Yeah, it's right. Yeah, I do. Obviously, it's obvious. It's Torolf, right? Lake nods. His paw pad run circles over mine. I suspected it deep down, but I didn't want to acknowledge it even before myself. It does not feel good. Now that it's out in the open, hatred between us like terrible weights, it's even worse. But it's not serious? 12 doesn't want it to be. So Lake could want it to be. It's like a dagger sinking into my chest. But there was a sweetness that follows, when my feelings towards the lion crash over me like a wave. I want to be in 12's place. That tenderness in Lake's voice when he says his name, I want to hear it when he's talking about me. So you're not dating? No? We meet sometimes, but it's not like we're together or something. Do you want to cuddle? You seem like you need one. And I could use one too. Lake nods. I got your message if you were wondering. Yeah, I saw that. You acted quite obvious. Thank heavens for the blackout, I was sure those would notice. I hold his paw in mine and pull him closer until our bodies touch. Then I put my arms around his midsection and settle him into me, until the gap between us closes completely. We're ships at the sea, drifting in all directions. The wind blows relentlessly, pulling us apart. Soft. He's so soft all around. His fur, his paws, his personality, his whole self. We're never strong enough to fight it, but we still can't let go. If I snuggled hard enough, I could drown in him. We yearn for true understanding, and we yearn to be understood. But this is just a dream. We're all dreaming, each in our own world. The story-eyed lion. What do we know but dreams? When can we ever see each other than our own reflections? The gentle-hearted tiger. And yet, we hold ourselves in each other's arms and feel as one, even if just for a brief moment. So soft. Well, that was cute. But this cake is so good. Late takes another bite, letting out a pleasured moan. I finished the rest of my sandwich in a few bites to try the cake myself. It's good, though I'm not sure if it's worthy of a praise this high. But maybe that's just my preference. The tart is loaded with berries and slathered with vanilla sauce that I'm not a huge fan of. I glance at Lake. I still have hundreds of questions for him, but I feel weird asking him with Jordan staying with us. They'll have to wait until later. What are your plans for the trip tomorrow? I don't have any yet. Torf mentioned something about wanting to visit a bar. And we could go to a bakery or a cafe, as you suggested. I'm not sure about that bar, but a cafe sounds great, yeah. Rune wanted to get a table at the tea room. We can always join him too. I'm not that big on tea. Oh, about Rune. Have you noticed the door on the right in the corridor leading to the sauna? Not really, what's up with it? It certainly doesn't look like something we should be opening, but when we were leaving the locker room, I saw Rune entering it. Oh, you say? What, do you know something about it? Possibly. But it's not something I should be talking about left and right. Really? Come on. We're not left and right, we're your friends here. I hear you, but my point stands. Not fair. But yeah, we can join tomorrow if you want to. What about you, Arvo? Anything you want to see? Well, I'll be happy to walk along the coast. I like the sea. The sea! Lick follows his enthusiastic exclamation with a drawn-out yawn, slumping on the table. I'm sleepy. It is late. I thought about heading to bed already if we were to get up early tomorrow. Today's morning wasn't easy. I'm not looking forward to a repeat. Even though being woken up by late made the morning a bit sweeter. Yeah, happy just to go to sleep soon. Who wants to take the shower first? We took a shower at the sauna, so we're good. I'll go ahead and take a quick one then. So, bedtime? I nodded up from the bed, stretching out. Can you help me with the table? Sure! We're still sleeping in this room? We moved the table together and put the mattress borrowed from Travis back between the two beds, like the previous night. As we move the mattress, a passing thought catches me off guard. It would be nice to sleep in Late's bed, not on the floor. It's awfully early to even suggest something like this. Besides, I put Late in a weird spot if I did. So I stayed silent to drape the bed over the mattress. Thanks for the help. It's nothing. I'm happy we can have you here. I undressed down to my underwear and folded my clothes down on a chair, then get into the makeshift bed. The duvet is cold. Too cold to kiss my bare fur, but it should warm up soon. Late sits down on the edge of his bed, half undressed. How are you doing? Good. Very good, in fact. It feels really good, being out of the closet. Oh, that's good. You seemed a bit quiet, so I was starting to worry. That's a weight off your chest, isn't it? Should I tell Jordan too? Well, my guess is that he knows already. He's very observant. There's no hiding anything from him. But go ahead, of course. You'll get some practice. It's usually the easiest to slip it discreetly during a conversation, but more formal coming outwards too, of course. Thinking about it doesn't make me feel nervous anymore, but rather excited. Good night. Good night already? So early, I thought we'd get to talk for a bit longer. Good night, Lake. It feels really freeing to be out of the closet. After I came out to Lake in the sauna and got enough reassurance from him, it turned into an outburst of euphoria. I'm still riding the wave of serotonin high it gave me. And it ended with us cuddling naked in the showers. I can't believe it's happening, with how absurd the whole situation seemed, but at the same time, Lake felt very real in my arms. All his gentle curves and hard edges, his dense fur and the heat of his body, the shape of his snout when he rested on my shoulder. A door opens, and a moment later, the room falls completely dark. Sleep well. Good night. I remember good night in response, pressing my head into the pillow. I toss and turn. I don't know how much time has passed already, but I don't think I'll get much sleep today. It's not easy to fall asleep with Lake lying so close to me. He's so close yet out of my reach. I open and close my paws, still feeling his wet fur on my pads. Lake. Are you asleep? A whisper close to my ear. Lake is leaning towards me from his bed, as this morning when he was waking me up. But now his face is hidden in the darkness. Only his mane shines in the dark, silvery as the moonlight. No, you? A disappointed sigh is the only response I get. Lake sliced his paw from under the duvet and rested on mine. I blinked a few times, my heart speeding up. I'm not sure what his intentions are, though. He pulls my paw gently, and then again. I can barely see his face in the darkness, but his black eyes seem to be pleading. My heart races. Wordlessly or not, he wants you to get in the bed with him. As quietly as I can, I slide from under my cold duvet and into Lake's bed, as he moves to the side, making some space for me. His bed isn't as cold, warmed up by the lion's body heat. It smells like him too. It's the scent of sunshine, of running through flowery fields, a sense of a warm afternoon when everything is perfect. I lie down beside Lake, who's very, very close to me on this small bed, clearly built with one person in mind. Our snouts are just inches from each other, our paws touching. Lake's eyes shine like two coals. The starry-eyed lion. His breath is hot on my snout. Our fingers intertwine. He moves closer to me, and our bodies touch. He's so warm and soft. Can I? I nod, and Lake's arms wrap around me impatiently, snuggling me into him. Lake. We're so close that I can feel his heart beating against my chest, racing just as mine. I really hope Yorton is asleep already and doesn't hear us. Arvo, how can you be so cute? Cute? Yes, you have no idea. Lake snuggles me tightly, pressing his snout against my neck. I keep him close, snuggled into me. You have no idea how happy I am to have you here. His whisper is gentle, like leaves rustling on the wind. Thank you. I mumble in response, pressing my snout against his. Can you stay here with me? It's so much easier falling asleep with someone else. Mm-hmm. When I thought it'd be nice to try it, I had no idea I'd have an occasion so soon. My body is burning with need, but as much as I'd like to take it further, just having Lake close makes my heart melt. Falling asleep with someone else is the best part, as he said. He rubs his nose against mine and turns around, so that I just circle him like a big plushie. Our bodies fit against each other perfectly. He smells like flowers. Flowers and sauna. With my snout pressed into his neck, taking in his scent, an arm on his chest. Holding him close to my heart, I close my eyes. Lake. I whisper, unable to form my feelings into words. My voice quivers, full of longing. Arvo. Well, that was cute! We're gonna end off right there. So, I feel vindicated. The fact that I was right this whole time about the situation between Arvo and Miko. That was some confirmation right there. That was confirmation, y'all. That was definitely confirmation. Just him with that line alone, like, I don't want to repeat the same situation I had with Miko. Listen, it was there. It was there. It happened. And obviously, we Ben knew that Lake and Torf were, like, a thing. And, like, we knew it wasn't serious. Torf does not look at the person who wants to be steady. Wow, I actually, oh my god, now I'm thinking about it, I really relate to Lake. Oh god, I just realized I relate to Lake a lot more than I really thought I would. Oh my god, Lake is me and I am him. That's just crazy. Holy shit. Guys, I'm realizing a lot of things about myself right now. Well, anyway, thank you all so much for clicking on this video. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe if you're really interested. I'll be leaving a link to the game in the description below, as well as the homepage on Blue Sky if you want to go check them out. Also, leave links to my Twitter, Blue Sky, if you want to support me on those platforms. As always, I'll be leaving a link to the visual novel me and my good friends the Red Panda made called When You Are Mine from the Furry Red Game Jam. Just show your support to it. If you do enjoy it, please maybe consider rating it and commenting on an itchio. We love reading those amazing days. Sorry guys, I'm just realizing so much about myself right now. Oh my god, I want to die right now. Okay, anyway, thank you all so much. I'll see you next round. Bye!